Anyway, so I've literally just driven around a few fields around from where I was a minute ago, and on that beautiful scene with the estuary there and the amount of bird life, phenomenal, and you could hear the amount of noise in the background from the construction that is going on. And I'm going to just show you now what they have done. So we are now looking in the direction of that beautiful scene that I just left. And look at this, just wait. Now, this is what the people of North Dublin are getting. The people of North Dublin who have to work, a lot of them are working in town. They've been pushed out of the city. How are you? They've been pushed out of the city into the outer suburbs of North County Dublin. And they accept that there's a quid pro quo for that. The benefits they get are quiet life, country life, and rearing their children in areas that are relatively safe. Not anymore. Not anymore. Now, I know you're probably looking at this and saying, okay, well, this is just a road. This is a 4-kilometre new road that is being built in Donabate, a once very small, peaceful, quiet suburb of North County Dublin. This is being built to accommodate, wait for it, 2,200 new homes. Now, these homes, let's face it, are not going to be for the Irish homeless, and they're not going to be for the young Irish people who are leaving our country in droves. The only reason this part of North Dublin is a building site is because Fingal is a migrant hub. It has been chosen by the globalist elite. I'm just streaming, sir. Am I okay?
Sorry?
I'm just streaming.
Okay.
Okay?
It's construction site.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not going to go any further, but I want people to see what they're paying for. The taxpayer, you know, who's funding all of this. No, I'm not going any further. So they're going to put 2,200 new homes. I do not know how the people of Donabate are not actually out blockading all of this. You see, people don't realise. I don't know. You'll have to bear with me now because it's got a bit noisy there. Okay, I'm just going to walk back. Okay, people look at this, right? The comatose. They look at this and they say, wow, isn't it great? Isn't it great, all this development? We might get a Costa, and we might get a Tesco, and we might get a Lidl. It'll be great. Development, the D word. Progressive. Ireland's economy is booming. People are not thinking. This development should never have been allowed to happen. I get so angry when I see this. I get so angry. So I'm not really able to formulate my thoughts in the way that I would like to, because I get angry with the people who allow this to happen by voting these corrupt parties back into power every single time, who are decimating their communities. There is nothing progressive about this. This is the destruction of our capital. That's all it is. These are the slums and tenements of the future. These are the crime hubs of the future. Donabate was doing just fine. People had a lovely quality of life. And now they're going to build tens of thousands of houses on top of it, right in our bay. To facilitate all of these new arrivals, there's going to be a sewage depot 4 times the size of Croke Park. 4 times the size of Croke Park. Heading out into our beautiful bay in Portmarnock. Destruction. And you know what will be sickening? Great local people are fighting this. They're trying to stop this appalling development. But they will be duped by the Greens who are driving. They are driving this globalist agenda. They might pretend, oh no, we don't want a sewage works 4 times the size of Croke Park. They are the people facilitating the arrival of hundreds and thousands of migrants to our country. So I don't know about these community groups that are fighting this particular outrage, but I suspect they're probably aligned to the Greens, and if they are, God help them. But I'm not sure if they are. They certainly will have all of my support. But the reality is that these Greens talk out of both sides of their mouths. That's what they do. They talk out of both sides of their mouths. On the one hand, they say, oh no, we're against the destruction of Dublin Bay, pollution in Dublin Bay. Why do we need all these sewage facilities? Why do we need in Dublin Bay a sewage facility 4 times the size of Croke Park? Is it for the sewage belonging to the people of Dublin? No, it is not. It is not. It is to facilitate the sewage of the hundreds and thousands of migrants that are coming in to our city every single. In the coming years, we're getting 500,000 more in the coming years. Now you can see this is a beautiful, quiet country lane, which should be left intact. Soon, say goodbye to it. Say goodbye to it, because soon there's going to be thousands of houses here for migrants. And don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Listen to the peace and then listen to the construction works. Every single party that is running in this election is in favour of this. The destruction of North County Dublin. Any of them that tell you otherwise, liars. Liars. So anyway, that's the latest. Donabate, goodbye Donabate. Say goodbye to it, and Portrane as well. They've seen, Donabate today, bookies, a tiny little village, 2 bookies, 2 chemists for Big Pharma, 2 Chinese and a super value. That's really it. A magnificent church. That was the only cultural thing that I saw. in the village, and a lunatic red Antifa style. It's sad. It's very sad. Donabate is allowing itself. It's committing suicide with all of this. It's suicide. There's no other word for it. I'm heartbroken. It's absolutely heartbreaking to see this. And as I said yesterday, the south side is pretty much restricted because the south side has the Dublin Wicklow Mountains. They would, if they could, build into the mountains. And they're not going to build into Dalkey or Killiney or Sandy Cove or Glasstool or Blackrock because the elite live there. So they're not going to do that. They're not. The South County Dublin is not going to be impacted, apart from the awful Cherrywood, which is going to be another slum for immigrants in the coming years. But that's the token gesture, you know, out on the south side. But the north side, that is the area, as it always has been. The north side has always been treated differently to the south side. That's why there's so much deprivation. So there we are, and you can see the flooding here. Of course, we're on a floodplain. We're right beside the sea, but not to worry. These houses will, of course, be flooded. This road will be flooded. Well done, everyone. Your taxes are paying for this.